You know, Rachel, I started to play this game recently. I did it over on Will Cain Country. You might be the perfect person. You actually might be the worst person to ask this of, because I don't know that you could put yourself in the position of a Democrat. But I started to think, like, if you went to ChatGPT and you tried to AI a candidate, the perfect candidate for Democrats, and you looked around and you said, look at the rest of these Democrats. They're talking about calling ICE Nazis and Gestapo. Maybe I actually want to win 51% of America. Maybe I actually want to be on the right side of this issue. Could you craft with AI a fake candidate and his immigration policy that could actually win over the left and a majority of America? And I don't think that you could. I mean, I don't know. Would they all agree to enforce the southern border? Would they all agree to some level of deportation, even criminals? I think the answer is, at best, I don't know, and probably no.
The answer is no, and I'm going to tell you why, because this is actually the question about why the left continues to side with illegals over Americans who have been so obviously hurt by this open border, illegal immigration problem that was just compounded by Joe Biden, is this. The real question is about, and the obsession that they have with that is really about who we are as Americans. And you often hear, we're a nation of immigrants. I think the question is, are we a nation of immigrants or are we a nation of settlers? And I would argue with you, Will, that we are the latter. We are a country that was forged and created by settlers who came and formed a new identity. They created new culture. They had customs that were very unique to who we are. And then we allowed immigrants to come in and assimilate. And that has not happened. Why? Why has that not happened? Why did that whole process, which my mom was part of and was a beautiful process of becoming a citizen of the United States, why did that fall apart? The reason is because fundamentally the left hates America. They hate our founding story. They hate our founding fathers. They hate everything about our founding documents. They hate it. And what the illegal immigrant represents for them is a chance for them to remake America in a different image, some sort of Marxist dystopian, perfect utopia that they want. And the illegal immigrant is then weaponized for that purpose. For them, America isn't about who we are and the way you and I'm Hispanic American, you're white from Texas. I think you and I have a lot in common. For the left, and that's because we're Americans, because we see ourselves as Americans. But for the left, this is just a paperwork problem. Fix the paperwork, legalize them, give them some free stuff. They have no interest in assimilating them, and they have more disdain for those Americans who want to keep our culture and keep our identity and secure our borders than they do for those who have no loyalty to our country because they just broke the law, came over here, and they're here for economic reasons.
Now that is good stuff. That is the type of stuff that you got on the couch in my office after Fox and Friends, and I'm so happy that I got it here today on the Will Cain Show. Thank you so much, Rachel. It's great to see you again.